Rich and I have just touched down from an amazing trip in the US. We filled this fridge and this box with some incredible beers for you, the Beer52 members.
Now, after a brilliant trip to Colorado last year, we wondered whereabouts in the States we were going to go next. With Beer52, we're always looking to do something a little bit different, something off the beaten track, so we went to Kentucky. We got a Jeep, very cool. We listened to far too much bluegrass music. Developed a bit of an unhealthy addiction, I think. But we saw some great places, didn't we?
We did. We started off in Covington, which is the home of Braxton Brewing, and they're doing some amazing things on the craft beer scene there. One of the top beers from Braxton, which we're lucky enough to have in the Beer52 box this month, is a Short Fuse, a grapefruit pale ale, and it's not like any of the other grapefruit pale ales we've had in the UK, where you can kind of get too much sweetness. This one is dry as you like.
It's dry and floral. I think it's one of those beers that it's really gonna pay dividends to drink it really fresh and cold. Yeah, because it's super juicy.
Braxton Buzz is a peach honey kolsch that they brewed for Bunbury Music Festival. So there's absolutely no way anyone else has that in the UK.
So from Covington, we headed down the interstate towards horse country Lexington, where we again saw some great breweries. West 6 was one of your favourites.
West 6 is my absolute favourite, and they have some great flagship styles that they brought to Kentucky. West 6 IPA is the quintessential IPA and one of the best ones we've ever had from America. It's full of hops. It's a strong one at 7%, but you wouldn't know that from the taste. It's a very easy drinking, kick-back sipper.
One of the really great things about West 6 is that it's one of those breweries, and there are quite a few of them in Kentucky, where it's not just about making beer, it's about working with the local community and working to make the area better, reducing crime, putting money back into local charities. They're doing really cool work, and that seems to be a thing across the state, which was lovely to see, wasn't it? And
it wasn't just the brewery itself. They bought a farm about 50 miles out away from the brewery, where they take groups of school children to train them and teach them about the wonders of growing, organic produce and using it for beer.
Yes.
And what's important about these selections from Braxton and West 6 is you would not be able to get them anywhere outside of Kentucky, so enjoy.
The other thing about Kentucky, of course, is that it's famous for its bourbon. Literally, these fantastic oak casks roll out of the distilleries into the breweries to be filled with amazing beer. From Founders Brewing, we have Backwards Bastard. Now, 11.6%, this is one of the strongest beers we've ever sent. It's an absolutely delicious ale, full of warm, nutty bourbon notes. Share it with a friend, they'll love it. Cheers.
Cheers.
I mean, that really is phenomenal. It's sweet and malty, and you've got all those lovely vanilla and slightly sort of coconutty notes coming from the bourbon barrel as well. It's really well balanced.
Absolutely, and it's probably the darkest Scotch ale I think I've ever seen.
Yeah,
it's the colour of that kind of burnt toffee.
It's taking colour from the char in the barrel, of course.
So it's not quite 11.1%, it's close.
Boom.
We have the 8% Bourbon Oak Imperial Stout by Thornbridge.
By Thornbridge, yes, which is, for the perceptive among you, a UK brewer, but it's aged in Kentucky bourbon barrels.
We've had them plenty of times in the box, and this might be the best one yet.
I think so. Cheers.
Cheers.
That's actually quite different from the Backwards Bastard, isn't it? I was wondering if it was going to be similar. There's a much more pronounced hop.
There is, yeah.
Bitterness.
It almost tastes like a UK classic stout with these added punches.
Yeah, really good, really good, and hides its strength quite well. When you go somewhere like Kentucky, you expect to see the things that it's famous for. So, fried chicken, bluegrass music, stallions, indeed. But what we discovered was that there's an absolutely thriving craft beer scene there, completely distinct from anywhere else we've been in America, and really kind of intertwined with the community.
So grab your Beer52 box, jump on your stallion, crack open one of the beers, and join us on the epic trip of the bluegrass state.
We hope that the stories in the latest issue of Ferment inspire you to make your own trip to Kentucky one day. But in the meantime, cheers, y'all.
Cheers.
I'm not. I should not do that.